So this is a quick demonstration of how the password manager is used. You just plug it in, and then this is password 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is password 1 again. If I want to reset 1, I just reset it like that. So until I'm able to automate away these cybersecurity issues, let's just assume that if you have kids, you have malware. I mean, they go through all these phishing strategies to get you, an adult, who are aware. Why wouldn't they target your child when they know that once they get to your child, they get to your Wi-Fi? When they get to your Wi-Fi, they get to your everything. So one of the biggest scams that's going on currently at the time of this recording is Cybersecurity Awareness Month. The idea that they can prepare you with information that's going to allow you to defend yourself from hackers using automated tools is completely ridiculous, and they know it's ridiculous. It's sold to you so that way you take the blame for when things go wrong. So let's just consider 200 employees, right? They have 2 weeks of vacation, and they only have one task to complete without messing up a day, right? Whether or not it be a time-based task or an action-reaction, we're going to consider that they only have a 0.01% error rate, which is ridiculous, right? That's superhuman. That is still 5 too many breaches annually. All right. That's why you need to use automated tools, and that's why they absolutely don't automate anything. It's not as if they can't, they just choose not to. So not only is this device completely impervious to remote exploits, but any cybersecurity company could have done this a long time ago. It's just they have zero incentive to automate things, because as they automate them and they solve these problems, they literally are making their business irrelevant. I think we all understand how silly the idea is that you're supposed to have a different password for every account. They're supposed to be completely unique. You're supposed to update them frequently. You're supposed to have special characters. They're going to be different from your work accounts. You're supposed to keep all this in your head and be creative every time you make a new password is nuts, right? So having a password manager be able to hold all of your passwords and then update them from there randomly and then make them as long or whatever you want, that makes a lot of sense. Except when you use the modern day password managers that are accessible to malware because they sit around on every device, they're accessible from the internet, they have a password that you have to use to protect your password manager. So it's like all of your eggs in one basket and then you're going to protect it with an egg. Like, that doesn't even make any sense. And so, like, instead of doing that nonsense, this keeps the passwords off your computer, off the machine that you have to worry about. So now you're thinking, oh, well, I can just use a security key to protect my password manager, like a YubiKey. Well, I'll show you how YubiKeys are literally designed with vulnerabilities in mind, so that way they have a reason to upgrade next year. As a mechanical, electrical, software, materials manufacturing engineer, and the media outreach, and the advertiser, and the blah, 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 you can get anything you want here, right? Like, you could literally ask for a flying taxidermy squirrel that's also a digital keyring, and you'll get it. So on top of your flying taxidermy squirrel, there's actually several other solutions I'm offering. But the problem is, until I get enough funding to afford a utility patent, if they even get exposed to the light of day, they will get patented and placed on a shelf so these companies can continue, well, to sell you these transient solutions. So I believe in open, honest communication above all else. And as an engineer, I wouldn't be a very quality one if I didn't look into the algorithm a little bit. And so it seems a little obvious to say this, but if you were to leave before you were to drop $1, it would negatively impact the algorithm. I know it sounds a little greasy to say that, but I just felt like I just wanted to, because I don't really know how to not to tell the truth or what's on my mind, you know? And share if it doesn't suck, or share it anyway, please. Because regardless, I am here to make a difference, and I'm not stopping for anything other than death. And not even then, you know, I'm probably sure, like, I'll probably just work out some code, get some algorithms going, so that way, like, even in my absence, I'm still trying to do something.